So I had a friend ask me, what is Soulframe all about? The new game that is in development from Digital Extremes. And I thought, what better way to do it than to just show what the game is like. This is real in-game footage, and it's one of the things I love about it, is the beauty of the game itself. Now, of course, you don't start out as well as with as much gear as I have, because I have been playing the game for a while, but that doesn't make it any worse to just show the game around and see what does it look like. So, end of it all is you have a gigantic island that is just beautiful almost everywhere, except for the places where the bad guys has started to corrupt the land, so to say. So right now I'm standing on one of the more pretty parts, but you can also see places all around, like the gray spots is places where there would be like up here or anywhere else here as well. So, but I'm just gonna go ahead and show it now. I'm running this build because I think it's fun to have two wolves running around with you, and I have a little build that is quite funny that I just use to stun lock enemies. It is a little bit of a cheesy. I don't deal as much damage as others do, but it's still fun. So this is like a small camp of some of the enemies. Like in this game, you can choose to throw your weapons and retrieve them right away. Of course, you can also just use them as in a normal, ordinary way. Now, you are like, yeah, what's it called? A person that is trying to save nature, so to say. You're an envoy, as it's called. And saving nature earns you a lot of rewards in different kinds of ways. Now, this is just one of the ways, freeing the poor animals that has been captured. Sorry for that, my voice was just cracking. So, now I have these wolves running around with me. They're spirit wolves. The pact is like the different kind of talent trees, so to say. And this current pact I'm running is called the Orangal Pact. And it's a spirit-based pact. So you have three main stats in the game. You have courage, which is melee-based. Oh, that's suicidal. Okay, I nearly called him by his other nickname. But you have courage, you have spirit, and you have grace. Now, courage would be something along the lines of strength and stamina. Spirit is intelligence and wisdom kind of setup. And grace is like agility and stealth kind of thing. Also, speed. I'm not completely 100% sure, but that's just like the easy way to explain it to people. Now, this is a spirit build, so that means my weapons, my wolves are based on spirit. And you can see down in this corner, the corner of the screen, right, bottom right, you have 3 abilities in each kind of pact. Now, the one I'm running right now, the Orangal, I have the summon the wolves, I have a buff ability, and then I have this transformation into a wolf or something like that I can use to like try to take out enemies real quick. I'm not that great at using it, so sometimes I just plain out fail, but it also is a decent travel kit, so to say. Now, I think I need to go down there. There is like a boss that I was trying to hunt. Okay, I have a limited duration on this, so I'll just use an attack to get out of the wolf form, and then my body will be teleported. Now, that ability is a decent one to scout as well. If you're like in doubt, if you want to go in a specific direction, you can send the wolf ahead, scout the area with the wolf, and decide whether you want to go there or not. If you attack something, you will teleport to the place with your body. If you don't attack anything, or ability runs out, you will be transported back to your body where you left it originally. So if the ability is allowed to run out, you will be back towards the original location. This is just a thing for this pact alone. There is other skills, other abilities and stuff like that. It was just an explanation as to what is going on. Now I'll just go down here because killing field bosses gives a specific type of reward that you can use to upgrade yourself or your weapons. So I'll just go down here and find some spiders. I am really bad at hitting things, which is why I'm using this build. Oh. No. I don't want that. Leave me alone. Okay. Okay, so this is one of the rare ones. I cannot stun this guy. Can't see him for the bush. Where is he? Oh, hello. No. And I died. Guess I was not careful. So, just when you die, you're like you can transport yourself back to your body with the sparrow. It will try to guide you, but it's if you know where you died, it's more easy that way. Shit. There it was. Now this is bad because I lost my dogs when that happened. Like wolves. This is one of my least favorite bosses, but let's hope it gives a good reward. You can see the health bar is at the top. The white bar in the top is showing like some sort of stability or stance, or I can't remember. So there's a good chance you could stun it whenever it reaches a full white bar. Oh shit. Oh no. You were not planned. Those guys are mockeries, as they're called. Well, they help kill that thing, but they are not. No, not right now, please. Well, at least they're attacking the wolves. But yeah, it's just. It's like a. Hey, you killed the boss. Good boy. These mockeries can only be taken down by doing this. It's called the smite pull. On computer you press Q and then you press your first mouse button or your left mouse button, and then you'll essentially force them to be absorbed, so to say. If you don't do this, they will reanimate into their original bodies all the time. So I got 4. No, that's from a different one. I got Ember Rod. It is for daggers, I think it is. I can check in a second. Now, your home base, so to say, is like it's called the Nightfall, and the cool part is you always had the Nightfall with you. So you just hold tap. And you make a little dive, and then you go into your own little personal world. In this area you have the blacksmith, you have sort of an alchemist that also help you dye your clothes. You have a vendor, it's like the in-game store. Also, there is like a journal area where you have every single story-related item you can sit and read for hours on end. And your own little tent with your loadout area. Little tent, and so maybe a little bit inadequate to say that. Let's go and see. So, this is the pact I'm running with, the Orengal. I'm max level with it. You can upgrade the pack when you get some levels. This is how I build it. Because Spirit is increasing your spell ability kind of thing. And I just wanted some extra health, so that I went over here. The Pharaoh here leaps into combat. I hadn't... During this recording, it has not happened as far as I noticed, but sometimes a big wolf comes in, and that is Orengal herself that comes in and execute an enemy for you, and then leaves again. And then there is a kin that increases your recharge rate, which means it makes it easier for me to quickly summon 2 wolves at the same time. That's kind of... And the rest is just... I had 2 spare points, so I was like, okay. Rooted and Wingspan... So I have more time to get back if I die. This is like your combat art, the combat arts, and you can see this is general stats for every single weapon type that exists. Like this one, short blade was the one I got a mod for just a moment ago. There is fly blades, that this is throwing weapons or throwing daggers, like a spell staff. I think that's also for secondary spells weapons, if I remember correctly. I don't use it that much. Sword and shield, no ordinary longsword. Polearms is the ones I'm using right now. Then there is bows and great swords. These has just recently been added. Now, the reason why I can stun them a lot is because there is this talent in polearms that increased stagger on thrown attacks. It is actually quite useful, at least in my opinion. Now the boss we just looked at was not really that easy, or it's difficult to stun, so that's why it didn't really work, but the rest of the time it's really fun. Anyways, you can change weapons, you can right click on them and put in upgrades. Now I just got an upgrade for this one. It's called a totem, but yeah. So I will just put in... Let's see what it gives. Throw slows movement, that's a good one. Throw damage, I already got that equipped. Check speed, I mean, why not? That's always great. Defense against stagger is good. You could use this one in over here instead, and then it would give you a 35 heal on poles instead. Maybe I can show it in here. So if I can only equip one mod to one place, but since I have 2 of those, I could potentially do that. Now let's see. Perfect throws. I'm not that great at hitting perfect throws, so I'm just gonna put the extra one I have over here. You can see I have 2 of those mods. And you can upgrade them, or I call them mods, that's incorrect, they are runes. Sorry, that's a force of habit from Warframe. Warframe itself. So now I can put my spear on flames. I'll just go in here, upgrade this. Just because I throw polearms a lot. It's a personal favorite. And is this maxed out? It is not. Do I have any upgrades I want to put on it? No. I don't use it that much. Just leave that. So. And also, like, there is, like, a transmog kind of system in the game. Where you can go over here and you can make your gear look different in any kind of way. So it's like, I'm currently wearing a helmet that gives a lot of defense or something like that, but I could actually just make it look like I don't wear a helmet at all. That's kind of the system. Now you need to use these moonsteel threads, and currently I have not seen any way to earn them in-game. I might be blind, I'm not at a single point of truth, but moonsteel thread makes you able to like take an item and say, I want to use this item as an appearance that I want to go around with. Or I could, for instance, do this. I'll just, for the sake of the video, use this. And then you have a mask on your face. Just going with that.
Drab, everything drab.
Anyways. Blacksmith.
No. How can I do better?
You can build a lot of different kinds of weapons, equipment, everything here. There is a huge list. It is really long and nice. We have another pack that I'm building. Now I can go in here and take this and say, hey, I want to put something on my spear that I'm using right now. This is like a kind of an upgrade. So if I want to put in lifesteal, for instance, I could do that. I could put a perfect throw damage. That would be a good one as I'm throwing it a lot. So if I were to hit a perfect throw, it would be a really advantage. A really good advantage for me. I think I'll actually do that. Now, this confuses the game a little bit at the current time, so after reforging, you can see I'm not having my real spear on me, so I need to go back into my little into my hut and change back to make sure I have it on me. It automatically equips as soon as I enter the mission or enter the loadout manager. Now, a lot of talking, a lot of showing things. Wait, what? And yes, you can throw every single melee weapon you have is throwable. The perfect throw it's talking about is that small white dot at the end of the charging bar. You can see there, that's a perfect throw. Oh. Let's go over here and make sure that I get my spear back. Magic stuff, by the way. I'm not a big fan of the magic stuff and main weapon and side weapon, mainly because I have a hard time using it correctly. I have a hard time making it log on to the targets I actually want to hit. So, good. I'm gonna leave this area. Over there is the way up. There is probably, I think there is actually an entrance to a dungeon down there. Yeah. But I'm not really gonna show that right now. Now, the dungeons is procedurally generated, which means not every, the chances of two dungeons being the same should be incredibly low. So that's why it is really interesting, because you can actually just keep on going through dungeons, and a good amount of the time, they will not be the same. Oh, hello. Now, this is how to get those mods that I was using, or the runes I was using on... Wow, I actually hit them all. But this is how to get the runes. That's one way of getting them. This is the faction I'm currently a part of. It's called the Children of Alka. They have a den somewhere over here. I'm not gonna show too much, because it could also be like a kind of a spoiler, but... This guy sells stuff that we could potentially use. For instance, these. You can also buy... Here is the Garand Root. You can buy the pacts. Like, I'm building this one currently. I already had this one, and I have... The one I'm using right now is the Orangal. It's right here. So you can actually buy the packs from these guys, but you can also earn them in different ways. This is just one of the ways to get it. I can also sell things to him if I want to, but I'll just hold off on doing that. And if you like to play Ludo, you can play with this guy. So. Oh no, he sent me home. How dare he? Okay. I'll do the same to him then. Wow, I hit a lot of ones. Huh? For some reason I can't press that one. Okay. Maybe that's a secure space, I didn't know that. No, he's in safety. Yeah, okay. So that one is defended one target area, so to say, so you can't do anything to people that are standing on it. Oof. There's a good chance he might win against me. And it's mostly about luck this game. Yeah. Ah, he might win. So he has to hit 2 in order to work to get in now. So if he hits anything, okay, 1. Okay, he won. No,
On the
no.
patch. My tree.
Yes. So that's how you play that. Quite a funny mini game inside the game. I'll just be going this way. Of course, there's different builds. So there's stealth build, there is warrior build, melee build, archer build. The archer build is quite good as well. Well, sorry, the warrior build is quite good in my opinion. It's kind of fun. I'm just not very good at timing my parries and stuff like that, because this is kind of like the gameplay mechanics you will see in a Souls game as well. There I missed. Bunk. Oh, this is a trap. One shot. Oh, I guess that might hurt. Also recommend picking up everything that can be picked up, but that's just the loot goblin in me that's speaking right now. Hello again. Are you still not selling what I need? Nope, you're not. And I'm not gonna play another game with you, because there's actually not really any reward for doing it. It's just fun. At least I don't know if there's a reward. Now I'm going down to a boss. I have difficulties doing this boss in the previous time I was here. But back then I was using two-handed swords and was trying to use the mechanic that I have a hard time using. Maybe it's just a skill issue, I don't know. But eventually I'll get better at it. But I can figure, I don't know. I know how to do it with this build, I think. Okay, I need to clear out the area because I don't want anything to come and disturb me. Okay. It sounds like I'm hitting something that is really durable. Ouch. And now that's Wolf is stuck in something. Great. I have to wait until I can summon another one. Wait, looks there's a wolf over there. Okay, never mind. Now the boss is that guy. He managed to clap me in the past. Oh, hello. These are usually respawn areas. Stop trying to sneak up on me. H is healing, by the way. You can see that in the... Oh, ouch, don't do that. And he sneaks up on people if we... Where did he go? Kind of looks when I enter the fold that dropping himself behind. Oh, there's a light. There was a light on him. It could have been a smite that I missed. But, I got him. Good doggos. Knell. Should done with this level of Elkas. And I got... Oh. That was what I saw. Everflame. Okay. That's actually nice because I needed that one. That's for the heavy weapons. Right. So, these small yellow motes that is right here is lore fragments. So if you look at the map, you can see that I don't have the full name of the area. So if I go here, hold Q and press left mouse button, you'll do this pull. That's the smite pull. And now I got the full name of the area. As you can see. Galvanite Wastes. Now, of course, you will be starting out in a more low-level area. As a beginner, you will most likely be somewhere over here in this area, because there is level, like, 5 to 10 enemies over here. So this is a little bit more late game. You can also hold down Q for other reasons. What I'm doing right now is using it because it has some sort of sight that detects things, like that loot I just picked up here. So, that's it. I think I will be going into a dungeon now just to show it. Ooh, there's a place I haven't been. Yeah, but wasted areas looks like this. That's a really low level mob. Oh. Oh, I just one-shot that guy. Almost one-shot that guy. Too high. Oop. Where did my doggos go? Just guess how to summon them again. What do we have here? Gotta some of the name then. See if there's any more. There's one more there. Let's go pick it up.
Drop it.
Fallen
Good mode.
Sky. There's one more. I'm over here. It's rare that all of them is actually active, for me at least. I might just be unlucky. Fallen Sky Tower. So yeah, they have flying buildings in this game. It's after all fantasy. Let me see if I can find it. There is it. There's a flying building up there. And it's the bad guys that own that place. You can only have 5 bottles of healing, so whenever you see a red potion on the ground and you have 5 in your inventory, it means you can't pick it up. But in those cases, if you had lost a little health, it's always better to just heal yourself and just keep it, because those potions will despawn eventually. Alrighty then. Let's see, what is this? Undercity defense. Let's take Undercity. That's one of the prettier dungeons, in my opinion. Personal opinion, of course. And feel free, whenever I'm running for some location and not saying something useful, just feel free to fast forward the video a little bit. I don't know how to speed up the video while editing it, so haven't looked into it. You can recall your weapon mid-flight, so if you can see you're gonna miss, just recall it right away. Way to throw is holding down your right mouse button, and then middle mouse button is the default key for throwing it. I also have a spare different key, because sometimes it's just annoying to use that middle mouse button, so I have a extra mouse button with it. Hello, chest. Are we going this way? I heard my sneezing friend somewhere. I have a cot for you. There you are. He's so camouflaged, it's sometimes hard to see him. Fund. Don't I have all of those. Anyways, dungeon. Down here. Yoink. Come on, doggies. Aw. You don't want to go through the door. Or maybe this game just don't know how. The game don't know how to get them to walk through the door yet. Now, this Undercity of Dermak, as it's called, is like an intricate underground city that is, like, according to lore, spread out throughout the area. But all dungeons is like you go in somewhere and you randomly pop out somewhere else. Okay, my door blocked it. Fight him. Yeah. Right. And sometimes there's like hidden contraptions and stuff like that in here, so like hidden rooms, so feel free to use your time to look around. And you're in these dungeons. You okay? I guess we'll go this way. This is one of the contraptions I was just talking about. So you can see here the areas underwater. So you can actually empty out the area, which is really cool. And, oh, I'm wrong. Sorry. Not used to all of them yet. Just give me a sec. Ooh, chest. What is in here? There you are. This is what I was looking for. Yes. Very good. Ta-da! Oh yeah, and destroying boxes sometimes gives you like credits or Drax as they're called in-game currency, so destroying things is actually a good idea. As you can see, these small showing things, I got Drax, Dented Rave, some spores, and I need a material that I can't remember the name of, but I know that it has a red icon. Anyways, let's see, there's a door here. What a beautiful area. Haha, so close. A little taller. Oh, grenade.
In Rogat's name, shall we claim this one too?
Okay. Good boys. There's another one here. Let's see. What do I need to aim for? Up there? Maybe? Oh, oops. What am I aiming for? Oh, that thing. Let me go inspect that thing up there. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Oh, there's another one up here. Hello. Hey, I did something. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen that before. So, yeah, that's what happens, I guess. So we have enemies in here, what? Oh, I've just had my guards guard me. Or have my dogs guard me. Guard dogs. Yoink. Now that's a new one I haven't seen before, and quite interesting. I do wonder how you managed to make such a huge thing just turn around, but yeah. Oh yeah, you can kick people, by the way. If you have to. Like. Now with this build, because I have these claws on my hand, my character is using those instead of an actual... Can I have a spear back? Thank you. But because of the claws, my character is not using a kick, but I'm like swiping them instead with this. Can hear it. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. There you are. Hello there. You are one of the guys that can be annoying, so this is why I'm actually happy with this build. Because those heavy guys is just sometimes a pain. Ooh, headshot. Loot. What's up here? Another one. What is this for? Oh, it's the one I used in the beginning, wasn't it? No, it's not. Okay. Maybe if I hit that one. Oh, then I just turned the entire building one more time. Okay. Fair enough. That is really cool. So that's the same lever for just pulling down the bridge as well, yeah. That's really cool. I like that. Oh, respawn. Okay. You can use these for exiting the dungeon through the... or you can go back to the entrance of the dungeon by using those. These will damage you if you get too close, so that's why I always destroy them before moving near them. They also explode when they are destroyed, which will damage you quite a bit. Okay. Yeah, so it's like, I think it's supposed to show that it's like these are driven by the water wheel and stuff like that, so that is how it's capable of turning that entire building around. At least that's what it's supposed to look like. Well, this little dot is like an NPC that you can absorb to see how it is to use the Igna... no, sorry. The Boris hand, as it's called. It is a different pact that is also quite powerful. Don't want to go this way. I want to go... Let's see what is up here. Oh, that's... I'm walking in circles. I cannot jump that far. Oh. There you are. Hello. So this ghostly figure kind of dude is Ignomora, I think it is the name.
I need eyes to recognize another penitent.
Really good,
Ashen allies.
really good build.
My torch is yours. As I said, really powerful build. My friend use it a lot. And let's see here. What is out here? A dead end. Chests. Medallion of Mora. So there is 3 factions in this. There is the Children of Alkar, which is the one I'm currently part of. Then there is the Silent Rose. Oh. And then there's the Hand of Mora or whatever. Mole or something. I cannot remember the name currently. Oops. I fell in. How do I get back up there? I don't think I'm supposed to go in there. Good. So how do I get out? Eh, I might have gotten myself stuck down here. You need to be close to those in order for them to work. Yeah, perhaps if you move closer. So this won't work. How do I get up there? I'm blind. I'm just blind. Sometimes they really hide the passages real well, so you're like, huh? Was there a path right there? What is this? I do not know. What do I put there? So I need to pick up something to place right here. Pick up something to place here. What is this? Maybe a small statue or something. But it's funny that every weapon in this game is like a force hammer. It's like you throw it and you can always make it return. Okay, where do I go? From here. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. I think I found one of the things I needed. Am I supposed to take this with me? Maybe I am. What happens if I pick it up and take it with me? Let's hope I do the right thing. The door stays open. Good. Okay. Now I'm starting to see like there is like a idea behind the whole picture. So the only reason why you had to be able to move that entire building several times is because one of the times you need to be carrying something like this. And if the bridge was not here, it would be really difficult. What now? I guess. Okay, let me just put this. Bonk. Okay. Now what happens if I do this? Okay. Shortcut. I like it. Because this thing seems really heavy for my character. So can I please walk up here? No? Okay. Should be able to. Is it not possible? But I can't jump with the thing. Guess it's the long way around then. I need to go this way. That's kind of cool, these built-in small puzzles. Yes. Is that it? Let's hope it's a good polish then. By the way, pressing G spawns the sparrow that is currently trying to show me the way. So if you're tracking out on an objective or put it down a marker, the sparrow should show you how to go there. Oh, it showed me the exit. Yes, please. I would like a treasure chest. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Feel the flames of more true, her arms entwined in saffron blue. Oh, but I cannot.
Well, this is one of the things about the dungeons. You come out in a completely different area. So when I go up here, I started out all the way up here in this area. And now I'm back at the starter area where I'm currently at. So
'Tis a noble thing to scourge a god of the grove.
hello. Sneaky. Oh, those guys in white is usually the ones you need to take down the first. They are healers, so usually you would want to take these guys down. Fortunately, on low level, they are not really that fast at using their abilities. So that's a plus. But later on, they become a menace because they can keep an enemy alive. Or an ally alive for a long time. Not themselves, they're not really that good at that, but their allies, they're quite good at that. New flower power. And these are something that the enemy installed. They're like an engine for corrupting things. They're called Moaners, if I remember correctly. And they give quite decent XP for just destroying them like this. So, if you want to, you can always do that. Lava. And finally, one of the last things I would mention is the places where there is a red balloon over is a siege. It's like a castle that you try to take down. They also provide with some of the really good runes for the weapons. That would be for another time, but I'll just mention them. And, ouch. Like, if you manage to take down the entire castle without dying even once, you get like an S rank, which I don't know if it provides with like better rewards or anything like that, or increases your chances of getting a really good reward from it. I'm not sure. I prefer to do it as good as possible, because why not? I guess I will stop the video here. That's just an introduction to things, showing around. I'll go and show one last thing. So, you'll notice that the character's arm on the right side is different. And whatever kind of pact you're using will influence what it looks like. So, for instance, if we go over here and pick a different pact, let's say, like I showed Garen Root before, was one of them. And the arm changes to look like this. Garen Root is also an interesting build. You can actually wipe out entire squads with just the third ability. I might as well show it. Whatever. So, and even in high level area. Now I'm in a low level area, I'm not gonna run to some place, but it's kind of effective. If you go in, find a bunch of enemies, make them follow you. Hello. Yes. Follow me. Hello. Yes. Yes, very good. Follow me. Now let's get them all into position and trample them. So this is also a quite interesting build. The Garen Root is like a mythical stag that is also a ruler of part of the forest in the area. Beavers. They're cute. These guys are civilians, they are not any kind of threat. What else can I show? Let's show a different build. So, let me just go back. I'll show the other skills. Garen Root's other abilities is, I think this one is a lifesteal. Now, I didn't have any enemies to use it on, but it's a lifesteal kind of ability, so it will heal you slightly. It's a courage-based ability, so the more courage you have, the better, if I remember correctly. This is like an AoE stun, a short while stun that stops enemies from moving and sometimes opens them up to finishes. But my favorite of the ones is the Garen Root Trample, because this will utterly destroy most enemies in one show or in one run, if your build is correct. It's also a beer spirit based build, if I remember correctly as well. Now the other builds I won't talk too much about, because they're like the basic of the basics build. They will be possible to obtain. So this is the Archer Stealth build, or the Dual Daggers Thieves build kind of thing. Oh yeah, the second that one. This is the tank melee build for like close range combat, mostly courage build. I actually have a separate setup for that. Give me a second. This is my... I can, well, I either use Garen Root or Gal for the Stunlock build that I've called it. By just throwing spears at enemies all the time. I also have a Hunter version of the Gal build. Okay, so the veteran melee build. This is with a big two-hander. I didn't get the rune. Why did I not get the... I thought I got the rune. Ah. So this is the reason why I was hunting wild bosses. Because I needed that. This is a throwing knife. I don't think I have the that either. Bypass armor. Yeah. So let's just show this build. So the first ability is a damage boost for melee build. This is a big AoE taunt, so or increase. It also increases your damage and increases your defense, but it also taunts enemies in the area. And this one is like a stun or stagger enemies, and you have increased defense. So this is like a tanking melee build kind of situation. So you can either choose to go with any kind of courage-based melee weapon, or you can go with a shield and sword, for instance. That is based on courage. As you can see, the weapons are tuned to a specific thing. So it says attunement, and then it has a symbol for courage, and then it says required courage 10 for it to work perfectly. But I really thought I had the runes for it now. No, never mind. So this is also kind of a good build. I needed to check something else. Yeah. So this is, you can see I have upgraded this specific rune. So you can see there is 3 small flowers on it because I upgraded it 3 times to give me the 10% attack speed increase. Because they're kind of slow, these weapons. Oh, I forgot a thing. Default loaders does not change your additional points you put into your character stats. So these up here, whenever you change the loadout, it will not change your virtues. Unfortunately, in my opinion. Which means if I have to change to a melee build, I might as well do this. Because it will increase my... yeah. My melee damage. I also think it boosts some of your defense stats, but I'm not quite sure. I am not the min-maxing type of guy. I just play the game. So, this is the melee build. Heavy attack. I don't know if there exist knockdown effects, but I haven't used it enough yet to actually have it fully leveled, so that is one of the next thing I'm gonna level up at some point. Just go in here. Yes. Hello. But yes, blocking in this game is incredibly fun if you know how to do it. I am not really good at it, so that's why I didn't really use it until now, but you can make perfect blocks and perfect dodges. Now, a perfect dodge, for instance, would be like, you move a little bit out of the enemy's way, and it will open them up for like an increased damage attack. But in these cases, it is more like a tanking melee build, melee fighter. You just use your abilities in the correct time and go ham on the enemies. As you can see, it deals a lot of damage. And these guys are level 50 though, mind you. So, a little fair warning, newbies, don't get to come too close to these, because they usually have level 50 or are they level scaling? I'm not quite sure, actually. Anyways, you can break them down. And enemies will be, like, angry about it, that you did that. Like this guy up here. You can see he's level 41. Chop. So, these flowers is some that I find rare because I don't find them a lot and I need them. So, pick up flowers when you see them. Yes. Let's see. You know what? I'm close enough, so I'm just gonna run down there. You're not a mission, are you? Right. So these guys is also capable of giving small missions that allow you to earn some standing with the faction, so to say, that you're part of. So sometimes these will have missions for me instead, and that's why I'm like checking before. Because you can see the marker right here. This guy has a mission. So he will look a lot like this guy, maybe have a mask on, but will be a different guy, and he is not talking to you. He's just giving you like a mission, and then you can go on doing that. So the more stars it has, the more difficult, the longer the mission will take, but it also gives more reputation and stuff like that. I almost feel sorry for him. I think I put on a rune on this blade that increased my chances of parry, or made the parry window bigger, which makes it more forgivable, because in the past when I had a hard time using this, it was because I didn't have the rune as well. So it goes a little bit better right now. Attack speed and parry window is helping a lot, at least. Hello. Will you be my friend if I play you a melody? I missed. It's a blitz. Running. Don't know what they're used for, but I picked them up. It's funny that you can sneak in heavy armor. Evil guy. What was that? The Toe of Odie. now there is 3 different hubs like this that I'm gonna show now. This little area is the entrance to one of them. And I'm not gonna show the 2 others, but this is where I go in and use some of the standing that I got from the faction. Like, are you supposed to be a guard or something? That's a cute twig you're holding. And here's all the players, so this is so to say, where you can meet up with other players as well and see other players walk around. Like a social hub. So the most of the time you can run around alone, and then if you choose to be together or find a teammate, then you can do that as well.
You'll be needing a proper sprout folk now.
Okay, so I have that much standing with these guys, and I can buy things from them as well.
Yeah.
So what I would want is this, because then I can get access to a different faction. I don't have enough for it right now. It is just like in Warframe, the XP that you have with the faction is also your currency with the faction. So if you buy something, your will go down in XP as well. So you need to pick a choice. Either you go for completing your standing with them, or being max rank, or you buy whatever you want, and then you worry about increasing rank afterwards. You can also buy, as you can see here, there is the normal version of the melee build, or the melee pact that I'm running right now. And this is also the normal version of the thieves build, or the assassin build that I showed earlier, but I didn't use. Personal opinion is that the Siren is not really a great pact, because it has no damage abilities. Well, the same goes for Tithran. Siren and Tithran doesn't really have damaging abilities per se, but well, the Siren has a stealth build, so you could go in and stealth execute enemies all the time. Personal opinion, doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it for now. I think I'll just stop the recording here.
Go on, Leggy. No more slacking. Alka needs you.
So, where's the button for that again? I should not be able to do that. There it was. What? Goodbye.